Furfag back again. Yes, it's time for another review once again. This time we are taking a look at Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Thundercracker. Simple enough, I guess. Well, something that bugs me about a lot of these Dark of the Moon toys, they've got all these real stupid weapons, and I don't know, it's just, I hate them. But let's just take a look at them though. But you have this gun here, which I don't know. It just looks very familiar. I know I've seen it somewhere. Yeah, they pretty much just reused the same weapon as they used for this dude here, whose name currently escapes me. Escapes my mind. Yep, same thing, just differently colored. What the hell is wrong with Hasbro nowadays? Oh, I know. Too many things to count. And of course, you got this little son of a gun, come on. Thing here. Of course, there's a tab right here because this is the one of the weapons that was included with the original Starscream toy, which Thundercracker obviously is just a repaint of. It's kind of suckish that the original, that both of the weapons aren't included with this toy, because the original Starscream had this kind of somewhat neat ability, kind of pointless but still kind of neat at the same time, ability of where you can combine this gun, or well, this sword with like his gun or something. You can make this like really big sword gun thing. It was really cool, but stupid at the same time. But let's get on to the toy itself. I'm starting to get off track. Of course, obviously, Thundercracker. I've always had a soft spot for the Thundercracker toys. Almost every time I ever bought the Starscream mold, Thundercracker was usually the first one I ended up with. It was that case with the first movie. It was that case with this. It was that case with G1s. It's just, I don't know. I've got a very big soft spot for Thundercracker, and it's not really because he's blue. It's just because of his personality, and he's blue. Anyway, he's not very stable in this little air vent. Let's just go over the simple stuff. Articulation. His arms are a little odd. They kind of, yeah, they got really good range of motion, and his hands do move pretty well. But they're a little on the flimsy side, and they're very thin and bony. They're kind of weird, but I don't know. I kind of like them. His legs, of course, they're real stiff on mine. They can go forward, back. And he's got the obviously chicken leg, or as we furries like to recall, dog leg kind of shape. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of the characters that I draw all the time, where their legs are like that. Go on to Google now. No, hell no, don't go to Google. Just try to find some kind of website where you can find furry pictures. You'll notice that everyone who is standing has legs just like this. I find these legs irritating on a Transformer because he's not animal-like. He's not. Michael Bay wanted him to be kind of like a bird, but I don't see it. He has the bird legs, and he's got this weird shape. I don't know. I know at first I always hated the Starscream mold, or the way he looked, his design, but he grew on me eventually. In fact, I actually do quite like the Starscream design now. I'm like one of the very few people who do. I'm probably the only one, who knows. Well, that's pretty much it for the robot mode. And of course, his head can rotate. Like I said, again, very stiff. He doesn't have any waist articulation. They have yet to make a toy like this that can, transform and everything that has waist articulation, because I guess that's just the way he's shaped. Let's go ahead and get him transformed, I guess. See if I can do this on camera. He's not exactly hard to transform. He's just a little finicky in some parts. I know. Well, a lot of it's going to be off camera. My big fat fingers are going to be covering up a lot of it. But just work with me. Work with me, people. Hopefully, if I can ever figure out how to... Hold on. If I can ever figure out how all this modern technology works nowadays, I do plan on starting to edit my videos again, but there's no real promises because I don't know, it's just like I said, in the MP4 video thing, having to have a converter, then having to pay $25 for a video editor is a load of bull crap, and I really want to see if I can find a video editor for free that's real easy to use and it won't give me any viruses. But I probably doubt that you'll be able to do that, be able to find any, so I probably will have to break down and pay for it if I ever do get the money, which I highly doubt I ever will get the money for that. Usually what I spend on my money is usually either video games or toys, and I don't want to be spending $25, which that money can go towards a really nice transformer or a nice used video game for my PS3 system for a video editor. But who knows? And who cares? It's not like anybody really watches my videos anyway. Well, some people. Very few though. And I'm having a lot of trouble with this one arm. It's weird. Maybe I just need to find a way to export my videos somehow. I don't know. The joints on mine are real tough. I almost got it. Just gotta get the landing gear out again. Very stiff crap on mine. And there we go. In his jet mode. Let me lower the camera. Would you believe I pile my camera on top of a bunch of cassette tapes? Yes. Star Wars cassette tapes. I am such a nerd. Anyway. Yeah, his weapons are pretty much useless in this mode. You can obviously put them underneath his wings, but they look retarded. I mean, well, I mean, what are you gonna do? How does a sword, or basically a melee weapon, gonna work on a jet? What are you gonna do? Kill a bird with it? Who cares? But yeah, his jet mode, even though it doesn't do a whole lot, it just sits there and looks pretty. It is epic. I really have to admit, his jet mode is quite phenomenal. It all fits together really well. It's real flush with everything, and you would honestly think there'd be a whole lot of like undercarriage junk, a lot of kibble underneath. But in all honesty, it's really not there. I mean, yeah, you got the arms and stuff, but it's not really that obvious. It's a damn sight better than a lot of the other Transformers that you can find, because a lot of other Transformers, let's just say, it looks like a big freaking block underneath the little tiny jet. Yeah. So, what's really there to say? Phenomenal jet mode, really decent robot mode. I do highly recommend picking him up. He's a really good toy. He feels pretty good in the hands and everything, so don't worry about him being real flimsy, and he's well worth the money. Now, I do recommend getting this one instead of the ugly Starscream toy, because frankly, this blue, silver, and red paint scheme looks just epic. But I mean, if you prefer the Starscream tattoo guff, then go ahead and go with that. But just get this mold. It's definitely worth picking up. Well, that has been all. This has been Boss the Christian Transform. I will see y'all later. I don't know what I will be reviewing next. Maybe another G1, maybe not. Who the hell knows, and who the hell cares? That's it for now. Peace out, homies. I'm never saying that ever again.